This is Britt Bailey.
There we are.
A fresh cup of country in the morning.
Good music, great content.
That's right. I'm here and we're live. And I love that I have a whole bunch of watchers on here. Sorry, we didn't start right away. I say we because it's me and my fluffy coffee and you guys that are joining me here. So I appreciate that. And let's see here. There's a couple other things. Let's see here. We've got that down there. It is FRI-YAY. Appreciate you guys. We'll be bringing on some comments. Love it that you guys are joining us here. If you want to post a comment, I might not be able to see it on my personal page, but on the Britt Bailey page, I will be able to see that. So if you hop on here, I know it's just before noon, so it's not quite coffee time, but it's definitely my fourth or fifth coffee so far. So thank you so much for joining me here. What I wanted to do, I'm not going to be one of those people that says I'm going to wait till everybody joins on, because you guys are smart enough. You know that this will replay later and you guys can watch this stuff and you can get in on this. Just a couple things that kind of wanted to go over, nothing in particular. We're going to keep it positive. I wanted to say thank you to everyone that has sent out condolences, sent out Facebook posts, put a review on Facebook. I appreciate you guys so much for doing that. You're more than welcome to leave a comment here. See, this is how, ta-da, that's how your comment comes up. So it comes up with your photo, that type of thing. You are able to join me. I would love it if you would join me on this. I've got a couple things where you can actually join in the conversation right there. All you've got to do is you don't have to be on camera, but you can put your first name on there. So that's totally cool. If you want to join us for that, we'll go ahead and scroll that here at the bottom for just a little bit as well. If you want to join in, but not necessary if you don't want to. I totally want to help different businesses still, get out there, out and about, things that are going on. A lot of people are like, oh my goodness, are you going to do radio? And I don't think a lot of people know I have been in radio for a while, but I was doing it a little bit different. So a lot of people are like, oh, get a podcast. And that's actually what I was doing prior to getting in what I think they call terrestrial radio, real radio, on air, over the airwaves radio. I was doing a podcast on there. I'm going to put that up there for just a second. And so that way you guys can get that link also. There we go. And so, yeah, so one of the things I'm going to show you guys a quick intro of what my video was to my intro of my podcast for a while. And a lot of you guys have been following me for quite a while through all of my Gotta Be Country radio show stuff and everything. By the way, if you hear squeakies, that's because I'm at my house and I got a new puppy, like right before everything went down. And so she loves the squeaky toys. Let's see here. Let me see if I can bring that video up. Let's see. I had totally forgot that I had made that intro, and there's so many people in there that we got to interview and talk with and everything between the music artists and the rodeo crew, the rodeo team. A lot of people that have been on my team over the years. Jill, I can't thank her enough for, putting up with me going to all of the random concerts and festivals and the fact that I would call Jill and be like, hey, let's go to this. And she'd be like, yeah, but I can't. And I'm like, yeah, but there's going to be so many cool artists. And she would, even sick as a dog, the one time she came with me all the way over to South Dakota. We had a crazy experience over there. And then this last year, she actually came with me out to the National Finals Rodeo. I could finally convinced her to come out and do that. A lot of rodeo guys that I've been able to talk to, gals. A lot of them I love. Fallon Taylor, I got to do a shout out to her. Thank you so much for putting me in your video for your Hall of Fame nomination for our interview there. That was fantastic. Such a great person to talk to. Lots of different music artists too. Of course, you saw Low Cash. That was back when they came to Osage and did, I don't remember what it was, if it was the 10-year anniversary or not. And they got backstage with, back after the concert, and then we're hanging out with the Fair Board of Mitchell County Fair Board guys, and they ended up painting their name on the Low Cash on that beer trailer. Words are hard. Words are hard. So I apologize if I'm at a loss for words right now, but do join me. If you see this link down here, feel free to go ahead and click on that. You can join me. We are all about being positive. So we want that to be positive stuff that you guys are talking about. But again, I appreciate you guys for doing what you've done on following pages and following all of that. Do have my Gotta Be Country Radio page that's been up there for years. Still have the Britt Bailey page, got the YouTube page. There's a squeaky. The puppy found a squeaky. By the way, her name is Kimber. If you haven't seen her, she is definitely on those pages. Gotta love puppies because they never stick to the script. And I told her, I said, no squeakies until we're done with our coffee break here. And like a true teenager, she doesn't listen. So I want to talk to you guys a little bit about, let's see if I can get her over here. Hey, Kimber, come here. Oh, yeah, she's not going to want to be on. She was outside. How about this rain? Like, it's off and on and it's dreary. And I just really felt that it was a good time for a coffee break. Plus, it's a FRI-YAY. Why not? Right? So love that you guys are throwing in some comments on here. I might not get them on my personal page if you're seeing it on there, but I will get it on the YouTube, the Gotta Be Country Radio page, and also my Britt Bailey page. So love that you guys are hopping on there, making some comments, making some likes. I dig it. Thank you guys so much on that. This is, puppy time right there. Oh yeah, the party in the park tonight. Yes, it would be nice if the rain would stop before then. And it is, beginning of June and everything. So, we're kind of after Memorial Day weekend. We hope that it's going to be a little bit more sunny, and I think we've kind of already had enough rain that we've needed. But don't get me wrong, the farmers always need rain. We just don't need it all at once. Let me see here. Some of the others. Oh, the cell phone outage. Who dealt with that yesterday? That was crazy. All of a sudden, like, you leave your Wi-Fi and they're, hey, you want to bring the toy over here and play with it? Or, yeah, I'm not sure what breed she is, by the way. She's definitely not like my healer. She's an Akita cross. And she's like, yeah, I don't have to listen to you. But yeah, the cell phone outage. Did anybody else have to deal with that? That was absolutely crazy. All of a sudden I realized that I wasn't getting calls on one of my phones, and then on my iPad, my phone, I was getting some on, but then I heard that it wasn't everybody's, but everybody had a different theory on it. So kind of crazy. I'm all about those conspiracy theories. So feel free. We all know they're conspiracy theories, so nothing is true. And this is just for entertainment purposes only. So yeah, And moving forward, not exactly positive where I'm going to go from here, just kind of seeing where things land. A lot of people have reached out, and I appreciate you guys so much for your ideas and everything like that. So, as I find out, you guys will find out. So, let me show you just a little bit here. I'm going to add this to the stage of our CMA Fest. Oh, sorry about that. Let's see here. CMA Fest. Have you guys been to there before? Love CMA Fest. There are so many stages between the Nissan Stadium. They've got so many big artists that are going to be at that one. They have the amphitheater. Then they have these other ones. Now they do have some of these need an extra ticket. If you haven't been to CMA Fest down in Nashville, you got 5 days, 23 hours, and it's gonna be on there. So that definitely it's coming down. It's on the countdown. It's such a great time down there in Nashville. If you haven't been there, it's a great time to be able to see everyone all at once. The close-up stage is always great. It's at Fanfare X. So that's in the big location down there in I can't remember what it's actually called. It is air conditioning there, which is nice. It looks like you can have the stadium pass with that this year too. So Chevy Riverfront stage, you can always see some really great people at the Riverfront stage. In the last couple of years, I think Matt West has been the MC for that. And if you haven't ever gone to a PBR, you will hear, I think it's either Matt or I don't know if Luke Kaufman's still doing some PBR announcing, but you'll also see some really great rodeo clowns. One from right here in our neck of the woods, Rodeo Hippie. So if you look him up online, you can always check him out there. But it's really cool that they have Matt coming on there to do the Riverfront stage. With that, I don't know if he's still doing that though. I know they try and get some people depending on what's all going on. They have the new Dr. Pepper amp stage. So that's the newly charting people. So rising stars, those are the people that we get in North Iowa here, the ones that kind of come through on radio tours, that type of thing. The Chevy Vibes stage, that is really neat because that's kind of the classic country. That's a little bit more of your 90s country if you're a fan of that. So that's a great place to go to see the people that you know and love already. This one's new. I'm not sure exactly. It must be just a new sponsor on it. The Good Molecules Reverb stage and Bridgestone Plaza. So you've got the neon lights of downtown Broadway, the restaurants and the bars. And make sure while you're there, by the way, make sure to stop into the Distillery. If you go there downtown, I think it's like right there on Broadway, and such great food. They have scotched eggs. I think it's scotched. It's not scotched eggs. It's like jalapeno eggs, deviled eggs. Like, what restaurant has deviled eggs? They do. It's delicious. They also have this macaroni and cheese bacon in a skillet, like a cast iron skillet. So darn good. So, some places to eat while you're there too. And then, of course, they have the Hard Rock stage, which is right next to the Hard Rock Cafe. And they have all sorts of artists that come on that. And that's right close to the Riverfront stage, too. And not only those, but my goodness, you're going to have the chance to see a lot of other artists just in the fact that they are going to be all over the different places of CMA. So all of the, all of the different Broadway, all of the new places to play, Tootsie's, what's the one? Roberts, the Stage, all of those different ones they're going to be on. And I could not believe, seriously, the lineup in general. By the way, feel free, text on here. Show me a comment on what your favorite Nashville place to visit is, because I know a lot of people are going to be doing vacations. Again, words are hard. I'm on my third cup of coffee and I still have not had enough to make words fit together correctly. I feel like I'm talking in cursive sometimes, Hi, little one. Are you going to come over and say hi now? Nope. Different toy. Let's see here. Let me see if I can bring this up here. Just all of the music artists that are going to be on there, the lineup. This is, of course, by alphabetical order because it's just easier that way. But Ashley McBride, Boomtown Saints, awesome. Brooke Eden, she's great. Brian Martin, you guys know his song, We Ride. Kanan Smith has been up in this area before. He played at the Surf. Let's see, Chase Matthew, got to meet him when I was down at CRS. Great dude, was great to talk with. Chase Wright, Coffee Anderson, if you haven't heard some of his songs. Blue Suede Boots, he sings that song, really good song. A lot of these guys, got to talk with Craig Campbell this last year at the NFR. Dolly Parton going to be there. Drew Baldridge. Drew comes out this neck of the woods frequently, which is always so much fun with that. Drew Parker. There's a lot of Drews. Do you see that? Lots of Drews going on right here. Dylan Scott, of course, has been in our neck of the woods. Emerson Drive is always great. The cool thing is that they have a lot of meet and greets as well that you can get in on. So, hey, Shirley, thanks so much for hopping on and catching us on here. Let us know. Shirley, also, I think you've been to Nashville before, if I remember correctly. Let us know what your favorite Nashville location is to go and visit as well. A lot of these, I'm just going to kind of roll through this real quick. Jackson Dean, he was great to chat with. Got to see him at CRS. Great dude to talk with. And all of his new music is really, really cool. I'm really digging it. I'm also going to throw this up here because I really want to know who it is that you guys are really digging right now, because I am never going to stop listening to music. It has been my life. It has been all of the things. Everybody has emotions with music, right? So Kylie Fry, she's fantastic. She sang the national anthem over there at the NFR, and she has done some great things with music. She's true cowgirl. Besides Kylie Morgan, Lauren Elena, Lee Bryce, of course, Lewis Bryce has been up here frequently. Lee's been up here frequently. Love and Theft were just, were they in La Crosse, Wisconsin? I think is where they just were. Matt Stell. Like, I'm just going through these. You guys, pop in, stop me here. Let me know what ones are your favorites that you guys are wanting to see or wanting to bring up into this area too. Have you all the new? Let's see here. Oh, they want me to download the app. Of course they do. Gotta love that. And I'm okay with that. That's one of those things. That's, always fun to see that. Of course, it throws me back in here. I don't think all like website stuff is back up to par as well. Or maybe I'm just not to see each day. Are we going by each day? Oh, yeah, that's just Thursday. Can you guys believe that? That's just Thursday. There's so much more. And again, it's all on the how it is. Oh, Kojo. Love Kojo so much, y'all. I mean, that guy, I know a lot of people wonder who's legit, who's not, that type of stuff. Cody Johnson, legit. Knew him from a long time ago. Loved watching him kind of make his way, claw his way, do stuff from, back when he was doing rodeo and now doing this, and his amazing sponsors that have been behind him, and him just working his tail off to get to where he is. This is, like all of these artists, they put in their dues. It's not easy. And if you've ever had a dream or a goal and somebody's been like, meh, but why are you going to try and do that? Well, that's what they go through all the time. Well, I'm going to jump off of this. Again, I love that you guys have joined me here. I don't know. I'm hoping to do this maybe once a week. Join me in on this. Come and hang out and let me know what you guys are thinking. I'd love to bring some more information. Folks need to check out Jay Allen. Yep, that's right. He is going to be heading to the Des Moines area. He's actually going to be coming to the Surf Ballroom as well. So get your tickets for that too. Great video that he's got on there. And I think it has some different Iowa locations, a little bit of Iowa roots. So thank you so much on that. Surely appreciate that. Billy Lawrence, how are you? It's going great, Billy. I thank you guys so much for all of you guys reaching out, letting me know that you appreciate and all of that stuff. It's just, you never know what's going to happen in life. And the only thing that is constant in life is that life changes. And the best you can do is make something good of it and find that silver lining. And my silver lining is you guys. There is no doubt in my mind, you guys following along and supporting and saying hi and stopping me when you've seen me out and saying hi and all of that. I appreciate you guys so much for doing that. And Gretchen, thanks for joining. Yes, fluffy coffee. It is noon. If I remember right, Gretchen, is that peppermint mocha that you usually get in your fluffy coffee, or is that not peppermint mocha anymore? Good, Billy. I'm so glad that you're doing good on there. I know you guys had some stuff going on as well. So thank you, Shirley. Shirley, love you too. Thank you so much for joining us on here and being part of this. And as you can see, I've got my little, where is it there? My little logo here. Gotta Be Country Radio. Have had that again since forever. That was podcasting. It was internet-based radio to begin with, is what I started off with. Got the opportunity when I broke my arm, wasn't able to do work, had my Western store, and through a friend of a friend on Facebook, I appreciate the opportunity to do my Gotta Be Country Radio and the friends that came along with and the artists that took a chance on me as I was taking a chance on them. And yes, peppermint always is in season. It is. All seasons is good. That's the difference between iced coffee and warm coffee, right? Hot coffee. Because, I got a little bit of ice in this right now as well. Can't beat good coffee. I got a little bit too much in that sip, so I apologize, but I appreciate you guys jumping on. Maybe might do a little bit more towards noon in the future, because I know a lot of people take their lunch breaks, and maybe you're able to get more on here during your lunch break than maybe you are able, especially to hop on and do video with me. So the cool thing with this video is that you can jump on with me, and we'll put you right up here. So here's what I'll do. I'll scoot over here, and then we have all of this area for you guys to hop on. And the neat thing is that you don't have to be on camera. It's okay. I'm not always a huge fan of camera either. I am corn-fed, so the camera angles do not like me. And I always get so self-conscious before going and doing anything, because it's like, that's why I love radio. That's why I love the podcast, is because you can, and I guess this would be considered a vodcast now, since doing video versus just audio. And so always get a little bit nervous before hopping on that stuff. Everybody's self-conscious, right? Not alone here, am I? But yeah, you can always jump on, and love to hear you guys' thoughts too. I'll probably put a topic up other than that. Clint, glad you could join us. I wondered if you were going to be hopping on at all. I get the randomest, like the things that I share via stories. A lot of them are what Clint sends me, because Clint has great sense of humor, and Iowa native bullfighter extraordinaire, and has been here North Iowa area quite frequently, and been a great friend, great confidant. And maybe if you went to the bull riding, I'm trying to think of what it was, Clint, quite a few years ago, 3-4 years ago, Clint helped put that on at the North Iowa Fairgrounds, so in the event center there. And don't forget, of course, fair coming up, all the fairs. I'm going to post a thing on my Britt Bailey Facebook page, and I want to know what fair is in your county. Where are you going to be going to fairs? Because I love fair time. I love going through the barns. I love seeing all of the kids' projects, because of course in another life, I was also a 4-H leader. So I love seeing all of the cool projects that the kids get to do. And that's right. I said, you get to do those, because once you become an adult, don't grow up, kids. It's a trap. You don't get to do cool projects last minute like you did when you were a 4-H kid. So again, join us on here. I say us, I say we. I have a hard time breaking my patterns and my habits of that, because I always figure we is me and my fluffy coffee. So Billy, yes. Blackhawk. They're going to be there at the fair in Mason City, the North Iowa Fairgrounds. They're going to be so good. That's the cool thing about the 90s bands. They just never go out of style. And just so very cool with that. You are right, Clint. Never grow up. Never. It's a trap. It is. They won't tell you that. But of course, now when you get summers off, that's about the only thing that I can say that I really loved about school. And my previous teachers will probably be like, yeah, she wasn't that great in the regular school stuff. So summers were really good because then it was horses and rodeos and friends and road time traveling. And wow, I still kind of do all of that stuff. So yeah, it's kind of nice to have it was one of those things when I went through some other tumultuous times in my life that I said, I'm never going to say no to anything that sounds fun. And so far, I really haven't. And I've gotten in some very interesting, crazy positions to where I never thought I would have a job that I did, never have a career that I did, never have big fancy words. Thank you, Clint. Yeah, see, this is what I was saying. Words are hard. And the adventures that I've had, not only with friends, but music artists, people that have become family versus, just being acquaintances. And Michelle, love that Michelle is on here too. Michelle, lots of those adventures down the road. I did post something this morning. I think this weekend, Michelle, if I'm right, this is Cherokee, right? Like those were pictures that we had posted from back then. When I had the Western store, Michelle is one of the reasons why I still vended with my Western store, because if it wasn't for her, I probably wouldn't have continued. Michelle has a great business right now. Check it out, y'all. Crooked Arrow Mercantile, or Crooked Arrow Cowhides. She's going to be doing all of these awesome hats. Just got one from her the other weekend, went out to the Midwest Horse Fair out in Wisconsin. She had a booth set up and they have great hats out there. All the colors. If you like sports, you definitely need to check out Crooked Arrow because she's got all of the deals on those cowboy hats for you. And who doesn't love a good cowboy hat? Like I threw on my baseball cap again this morning. I was going to do a cowboy hat, but it's Friday. So at least I'm wearing my Wrangler as far as this goes. All of my Wrangler peeps that are out there, love you guys. And I know I've got some other friends that are down there in Arizona. I see you guys popping on and popping off. I know you guys are busy with your jobs down there because of course that's a 2-hour time difference as well. So, but I have kept you guys on here long enough. Thank you guys again so much. I appreciate it. I know I can't say it enough. Like, I don't feel like I can say it enough on how amazing and awesome and supportive that you guys have been through all of this stuff. But, I'll let you guys know what's going on. I'm going to hop back on and do this. I love the North Iowa, Southern Minnesota area. It's home. So, you're welcome, Michelle. Yes. OSU and University of Wyoming. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. Well, Chancey Williams right out there too. He made that song. I think that's the song for Wyoming, University of Wyoming, if I remember right. I can't quite remember. Some of these nights have been a little fuzzy for the concerts that we've been to, but that is awesome. We'll have to get your website up here too as well, Michelle. Go ahead and feel free to share that even once we hop off. That way people can go and grab those. And here's the thing, if you guys have businesses as well, share those in the comments. I appreciate it. You're more than welcome. I would love for you guys to promote yourselves with that. Yes, Michelle, there was a lot of those in a lot of our times, especially Western store days, that type of thing. Love our Coors Light. Those guys were awesome on there. There we go. Grand Entry Hat Company. Very cool. Oh, Darren, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I miss being on in the mornings. I don't miss waking up that early. I will tell you that. Mornings are hard. So not waking up at anywhere between 3 and 4 a.m. to be on the air by 5 because I am a girl, but this is why I wear hats, is because that just saves a little bit of time as far as that goes. I don't have to really do my hair. Braids are an easy fix for not having to do your hair in the morning, but it is, I still miss it. No matter what, I miss it. And who wouldn't, right? It's a cool job. It's a great way to connect, great way to help, great way to learn also. Learn about people, learn about their dreams, learn about their goals and what they, especially these music artists, what they have going on, business owners too. Clint, you are right. Michelle, she is the real deal. Like if you need anything, like she's not going to just like either she has it or she's going to figure out a way to get it. There's no doubt. She is customer service 101. And and that's, Western Edge. We've worked together for a long time as well. Love those guys. They do, ever since we were back vending together, Jess and Melanie and the crew out there as well. So I'm getting some text messages also. So thank you guys for being able to text, even if you can't hop on and view. And so just, feel free, come up and say hi if you see out and about, or don't. It's okay. I don't bite. At least I haven't been known to for a while, but oh man, I appreciate you guys. I feel like I'm just kind of a record on repeat here, but saying thank you. So it's definitely a good time hopping on here with you guys, and hopefully you guys will join me. Come on, be on this video with me sometime. Give your statements. You're more than welcome to take this space. We can even talk about, if you want to talk about different events like CMA Fest that's going to be going on, other concerts, other festivals that are going to be going on. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait. That's the one thing that being on the mornings, it was so hard because with my radio show previously with Gotta Be Country Radio, and my Kicking It with Britt stuff that I did prior to being on regular radio. Clint says here, do you feel you have a little bit more freedom? It does kind of put me back to a little bit more freedom of, being able to go and watch the whole concert instead of going, oh man, it's 10 o'clock at night. I got to wake up at 3. And normally with my Western store and the previous radio, Gotta Be Country, I was used to staying up until 3. And then, of course, after that, it was Perkins. Like we would always go to Perkins. There was always a town that had a Perkins. And then, of course, Fluffy Coffee, depending on the place in the mornings. And so, yeah, just a little bit more freedom to do some of those things again. Not that I wouldn't want to go back to it. I definitely dig it. So we'll see kind of where everything goes. I definitely have slept in a couple days. Not gonna lie. And on the weekend, I was like, oh, I don't have to get this done. Oh, I don't have to get that done. Like you don't realize how much work you do until there's no work to do, which is sad. And also, but it gives opportunity for new possibilities. And every time that I have been hit with something crazy, something hard, the universe has been awesome. If you want God, universe, however you want to go with that. But it's been awesome because I've either leveled up or leveled over. So it doesn't always have to be a level up. Sometimes it can just be directly over in alignment. So I'm always interested to see what's coming up next as far as that goes. So again, I'll keep you guys posted, but I want to thank you so much for joining me here, supporting this, now being, showing us your morning mugs. You could also post those photos on here too. And I'll wrap this up like I normally do today, just like every day. Be nice to your neighbor, make good choices, and keep it country. Thank y'all.
That was another On the Road exclusive with Britt Bailey.
Now that's what I call country.
Yeah, you guys are so much fun.
It's just who we are. Bring on the country. That's what we do.